Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Does everyone who's watching on YouTube see the smile on my face from ear to ear? And that is because of one word, Mary. But we are here with the one, the only Miss Sarah Frazier.
Okay, Mary Cosby got you to smile. I have a theory about Mary Cosby, and you're not going to like it. That smile's getting wiped off your face. Oh my God.
Everybody who's on our people love the YouTube. They watch the clips. The smile, for those of you watching, those of you who can't see me, literally, Sarah, look at it, is ear to ear. Mary, that is the only word I want to say. What is your theory on Miss Cosby?
I don't think she looks well. I'm going to go out and say it. And we could do a full review on Salt Lake City, season 4, episode 1.
Yeah.
I don't think she looks healthy. She does not look well. Something is a brewing. And I'll tell you why. 2 scenes. The one where she had lunch with Meredith and hardly ate. She looks a little frail, I think. Number 2, at Heather's rooftop, we're all getting back together. She sat most of the time. She looked like she hardly had the energy. Something is wrong with our girl. I'm going to just say, she's a woman of faith. She has her church, and Robert Sr., the senior, has been in Vegas for 6 months, honey. We're not exactly sure why out there preaching and pratching. Our girl does not look well. I'm just going to say it. And I'm sending her, I want her to be healthy and good vibes. She is a TV icon and treasure, but something is amiss.
Well, you know how I make my predictions and most of them come true? Not all of them. Does everyone remember when I said Melissa Gorga was definitely going to be fired? Well, sometimes the crystal ball is broken, but Sarah, I mean, we're going to have to time date stamp this to this episode that if something comes out, everyone's going to have to come back and say, Sarah Frazier said it first. I never thought any of this. I mean, takes one to know one. When she's picking around at her salad and can't eat the lettuce, I just say Mounjaro, Ozempic, the semaglutide generic. Call me Mary, I can refer you to my nurse. And I got an announcement about all that later, but that's just the first thing that goes through my mind is like, Mary too? You weren't even overweight, girl. Wow,
it almost
Sarah,
seems
I didn't hear this.
I hate doing this. I hate playing this game of like, let's speculate about people's stuff because, you put it out there and then, thousands of people listen to us and blah, but
thousands listen.
Well, over 1 million every single month. Darling, over 1 million. But it comes from a place of concern. She is really great, but did anyone else? I thought she didn't bring her energy that she normally does. She's usually feisty and sassy. They have clips of that coming later, but she did not even like she almost even looked like maybe she had back surgery. You know when people have back surgery and they don't quite feel right. They're like in a little bit of dull pain. She just did not look well. And I prayed the best. And I almost DM'd her personally to just say, I love that you're back. I hope you're feeling okay. But, that's sort of annoying, like a stranger, because people have done that to me over the years. And
what are you going to say?
It's my justification for doing it to other people. But I always look at it when my audience gives me advice, health advice, baby advice, pregnancy advice. They're doing it from a place of love. In all my years of doing it, I had one person write to me when I had my first miscarriage and goes, well, I'm not surprised since you drink all the time. Most people are very kind. So out of
really, the internet trolls, really? Okay.
Well, sweetie, you get yourself in hot water.
I mean, I have a lot of lovers, but I got a lot of haters. Block. But I'm glad that you have mostly positive experiences, except for someone telling you that you had a miscarriage because you drank. That's really a lovely thing to say to someone, right?
No, people can be fucking awful. I mean, you should see my comments on TikTok. Like nobody likes me on TikTok. The people on TikTok hate me and they say all the time, people write everything to me. You're an old cockroach, all this stuff. I don't even consider that.
Ignore.
I don't slide in her DMs, but I don't know if anyone else feels the same way I am, or maybe you can all tell me to shut the fuck up and I'm way off, but she did not seem like herself. That's all I'll say.
Well, I'm going to say the only reason I'm going to say shut the fuck up is because nothing could happen to this legend. Guys, listen, I'm going to be honest. Well, first of all, you know what? Before I say anything, I don't want to sway you. What did you listen? There's lots of things here I don't like. What did you, before I give you my opinion, what did you think of what do you think of Salt Lake so far this season?
You know, I like it. I actually like it. I don't miss Jen Shah. I don't know what's gotten into me. I love the Real Housewives of New York reboot. I love them. I don't miss any of the old women. I thought it was time. I actually now am going to say from last week, I think they should ditch everybody from Real Housewives of Atlanta and start again. I love it, without Jen Shah, I love the chick who's come in and is an informant for the FBI, who had the friend that was a Secret Service member or whatever, who months before Jen Shah was arrested, calls her up and goes, I'm going to give you a tip. Bitch, this bitch is going to be in jail. Stay away. And 3 months later, she's hauled out by the FBI. I mean, I love the new woman that's the informant. She seems real, down to earth. I like, I love Lisa Barlow. Lisa Barlow seems so pretentious to me. They wanted this son to go to Harvard. Well, clearly he ain't, he's going on this mission, which I think is actually very noble. Good for him. And, she makes a big deal because she's really upset that he's not going to college like she wants, right? Because she has all these insane expectations for these poor two boys. I mean, she's a little like disingenuous, I feel, but I thought that scene where they opened and they had her crying and her, talking in her car to John, the husband. I loved it. I love John's expression. It's like all the men are so annoyed with women. It's just hysterical. I thought that was trying to make a bigger connection with the audience with Lisa, because I think she's a hard one to connect to. And I appreciated that. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, I can't look at Heather Gay now without thinking she's inbred. It's just, I really love it. I don't know who's running the show at Bravo. I guess it's Andy. You can't fire Andy. It's going well. I like it.
Okay. She loved it. Let me tell you a few things here.
Let me
tell you a
few
few things.
Thought.
First of all, let's just say, all these shows are not created equal because they have different production companies. Salt Lake has always had they have not. Salt Lake had another production company. I don't know if people realize this. And through filming the first season of Salt Lake, the first production company had problems with Mary Cosby. The first production company, it wasn't going so well. They got rid of them. And Shed Media, which is RHONJ, Luann, Bethany, Jill, remember Turtle Time and all the funny little things from RHONJ? That's Shed Media. So the production company for Salt Lake got fired the first season in the middle. Like we only filmed a little bit. Shed Media was brought in. They're like, why is that woman over there in the corner? What do you mean we're phasing her out of the scenes? Come here, woman. My name is Mary Cosby, and they signed you up for this and they're going to phase you out. Okay, well, we're the new production company in town. Get the mic back up front and center. You're gold. So Shed Media kind of saved Mary, but what we're seeing